What's the number one city to work in as an occupational therapist? First of all, the reason I'm talking about cities and not states is because some cities just pay way more than other cities. And a good example is Las Vegas. Las Vegas is the highest paying city in the United States, in my opinion. And and like Reno, if you work in Reno, the pay is going to be way worse. And so that's kind of why I'm talking about cities today. But Las Vegas, you can expect the highest you can make if you work per diem is around $65 to $70 an hour, and that's in like a hospital setting. If you work in rehab, you can expect to make about 60 to 65 an hour. If you work in any other setting, expect it to just be like a little bit lower or a lot lower. A full-time position there is going to be like $50 to $55 an hour. So that's the highest paying city in the US. My second choice for highest paying city, I mean, there's a ton of cities in California that are going to pay really high, but the problem is the cost of living. Your next highest paying city is going to be like San Francisco and then like San Diego. Those are going to pay anywhere between 55 to 65 an hour, which in today's wages, that's not as great as it used to be. But so those are your highest paying cities. But the thing is, if you want like highest paying, but also like the cost of living and everything is not terrible, I actually think that Sacramento would be a good one to add to that list. After those cities, I'm going to say probably Phoenix, Arizona, or Dallas, Texas. Those, in my opinion, are you're probably going to make between $55 to $60 an hour unless you're working per diem or maybe you have like a lot of experience under your belt. Those cities are just going to pay you a lot better than anywhere else. The lowest paying cities are going to be anywhere in those middle of the United states like Utah or Montana or North Dakota. All the northern ones are going to be pretty terrible. A lot of the East Coast just doesn't pay that well unless you live in the Northeast, which is going to be like New York or New Jersey. Those states are just going to pay higher. But in my opinion, those are my top paying cities for OT. It's mainly, yeah, Las Vegas, number one, San Francisco, San Diego, and then for affordability, it's going to be Las Vegas, it's going to be Sacramento, or it's going to be Phoenix, Arizona, or Dallas, Texas. So I hope that kind of helped you get a good idea overall for just high paying cities. And the problem is, well, what if you're working full time? So if you look around the US, you can probably find pretty comparable rates for full-time pay because the average, I would say for now in those high paying cities is going to be about $50 an hour across the board. If you're starting out in a SNF or an acute rehab in Las Vegas, you're going to get like $50 an hour. That's going to be the same as if you work in pretty much any city in California or any city in Oregon or Washington or Arizona or Washington, D.C. Like across the board, you're pretty much, if you're looking for a full-time position, you're looking at right around $45 to $50 an hour, maybe $55 an hour if you have like 5 to 10 years of experience. So that's what you can kind of expect to make as an occupational therapist. So I hope this information was helpful. Leave your comments down below if you have any advice or any of the best paying cities that you think that you can contribute to this list in your opinion. I hope this was helpful. Please like, subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.